Why are you here, in this very moment? Ancient traditions share a profound understanding. No encounter in our lives is truly random. Your choice to pause, to watch, to listen, this is not an accident. It is a convergence, a point where your journey has led you to this specific insight. A quiet wisdom suggests that this world is a training ground for the soul. Every experience, pleasant or challenging, serves as a lesson guiding you back to a fundamental truth. You are not merely the vessel. You are the life force within it. This perspective opens a door to profound understanding. Your entire existence can be seen as a path with certain gateways. Finding this video signifies you have navigated some of the most crucial passages on the journey towards inner freedom. The great currents of attachment, of self-identity, and of ultimate surrender. No growth happens by chance. Every perceived obstacle is in reality a perfectly shaped key for a lock within you. Ancient teachings reveal a powerful insight. Every soul navigates three fundamental currents, three great gateways, before it can return to its original, unbound nature. 1. The gateway of the senses, the alluring current of the external. This is the great current of the material world, the force that encourages you to identify with what you can see and touch. In the early stages of the journey, the soul is drawn to the sparkle of the world: wealth, reputation, physical sensations. This current is strong because it taps into our most basic instincts for survival and pleasure. The wisdom passed down through ages tells us the spirit can lose its way by chasing fleeting reflections in the water. Navigating this gateway isn't about rejecting the material world, but about using it as a tool without being possessed by it. The person who has crossed this threshold can live fully in the world, yet not be owned by the world. You can appreciate beauty without needing to possess it, and hold abundance without becoming its servant. 2. The gateway of the self, the subtle construction of I. If the first gateway is a rushing river, this one is a deep, quiet undertow. Once you are no longer swept away by external desires, it's easy to be pulled into a sense of spiritual accomplishment, a pride in your practice, your understanding, your insights. But this constructed self is the final, most subtle barrier. It whispers, I have achieved clarity. I understand the path. I am more aware than others. The moment this thought takes hold, your spirit has strayed from the light. The inner traditions emphasize that you can release desires and attachments, but as long as the idea of a separate, superior remains, you are not truly free. Only when you see yourself as a single wave realizing it is the entire ocean can the chains of self truly fall away. 3. The gateway of surrender, the final opening to stillness. Having navigated the currents of the external and the internal self, the soul arrives at the final gateway. This is not a test, but an invitation to merge with the profound quiet at the center of all things. Here, the soul must face a sense of pure spaciousness, where all familiar identities dissolve. It can feel like losing your footing, with nothing to hold on to. It is the fear a river might feel just before it meets the vast, calm sea. But for those who have the courage to flow into it, they realize they were never just the river. They were always the ocean. So why are these words finding you now? Your presence here is not by chance. If these ideas resonate within you, it signals that you have already passed through significant parts of these gateways. This doesn't mean the journey is over, but it shows you see the transient nature of the material world. You're no longer blindly pulled by every desire. You have become aware of the subtle games of the constructed self. You understand that roles and knowledge are just clothes we wear. Are you ready to face the quiet spaciousness? Not with fear, but with an open heart, recognizing it as the doorway to true liberation. Ancient wisdom often reminds us, only when you release the fear of losing everything do you gain that which can never be lost. Eternity is for the unattached. If this reflection on your journey feels like a homecoming, know that you are not alone on this path. This space is a gathering place for souls who feel this same quiet calling. To continue walking this path together, join our community by subscribing to the channel, sharing this message or liking the video helps other travelers find their way here as well. Now, as a declaration to yourself and the universe, a quiet acknowledgement of your readiness, go to the comments below and type this simple, powerful phrase, "My path unfolds now." How does our path test our readiness? Picture your life's journey as a winding river. Each soul charts its own course, shaped by its past actions, its deepest intentions, and its choices in each moment. The universe does not give tests, it simply presents the landscape. One person must navigate the rapids of loss to discover true compassion. Another must pass through the fog of betrayal to understand forgiveness. Yet another must journey through a canyon of solitude to learn to find strength from within. The paths are different, but the destination is the same: to bring you closer to your true nature. Consider the wisdom of inner stillness. In many contemplative paths, the final transition is seen not as a dramatic event, but as a deep settling. When a practitioner reaches a profound state of quiet, the breath itself can seem to soften and dissolve. The body is no longer a limit, but a vessel for experiencing boundless awareness. In that stillness, a final choice point arises. If any fear of letting go remains, the current of thought pulls them back. If there is complete trust, the practitioner merges with the vastness of life itself. A sage once said, "Whatever occupies your awareness as you transition from one state to another, that is what you become. But one who is centered in the source will always return to the source." This insight isn't just about the moment of physical death. It happens in every present moment. Each time you consciously let go of a small attachment, you navigate a small current. And step by step, breath by breath, you prepare for the greatest transition, total surrender. Here are 5 signals that you have navigated these great gateways, signs that emerge not from effort, but from a profound internal shift. 1. Stillness at the center of the storm. You know you've crossed a major threshold when your inner calm is no longer dependent on external conditions. People may praise or criticize you, but your core remains undisturbed, like the deep ocean beneath stormy waves. Success and failure come and go, but they no longer define you. A person unified with their true nature resides in an ocean of peace, even as the world's winds blow around them. 2. A transcendent view of life. Another clear signal is the gentle release of the fear of death. For you, life's end is not an ending, but a doorway. It is a natural transition, a return to the boundless state from which you came. You no longer identify with this physical form, because you recognize your essence is the awareness that experiences it. What is a source of great fear for many becomes a simple, natural part of an infinite journey. 3. A heart without borders. When you navigate the final gateway, the love within you flows without condition. You no longer reserve love for only your family or those who please you. Your heart's capacity expands to embrace all beings, all life, even those who have caused you pain. This love is not something you ever do. It is the natural energy of life flowing through you. You become a clear channel for it. 4. Walking through the world unburdened. A soul who has found this freedom lives in the world without being caught by it. Abundance may come and go, but you no longer fear scarcity. Recognition may arrive, but you do not let it build a new identity. Success and failure are simply clouds passing in the vast sky of your awareness. This is the definition of true inner freedom, a state no external circumstance can ever touch. 5. The pull towards the source. The final and most profound signal: all lesser desires fall away, leaving only one quiet, steady longing, the yearning to connect with the source of all life. You may still work, create, and love, but underneath it all, every action becomes an expression of this connection. No external achievement can satisfy you any longer, only the direct experience of this immense, loving presence. When a soul's primary desire is for this union, it is a sign that it is ready for home. Passing through these gateways is a profound arrival, but it is also a new beginning. As one master shared, a moment of clarity is a gift, but the true practice is to make that clarity your way of being. The cultivation of this awareness is the work of a lifetime, where patience, discipline, and devotion become your trusted guides. 1. The practice of mindful presence. This is about maintaining a state of continuous awareness, not just in formal meditation, but in every moment of your life. When you eat, you are aware that you are receiving the energy of the earth. When you work, you stay centered, not allowing the mind to scatter. When you speak with others, you are aware of your inner state, bringing compassion to your words and your gaze. This is how the light you found is kept from being dimmed by the distractions of the world. 2. Nourishing the inner silence. Like a small fire, awareness must be tended to, or it will fade. The practice of meditation is the fuel that nourishes the soul, keeping the inner flame bright. A simple method is to find a quiet space each day to sit and observe the flow of your breath. The one who has found inner peace doesn't abandon this practice, they deepen it, just as a great musician practices daily to maintain their connection to their art. 3. Embodying compassion. Clarity that stays only in the mind is incomplete. It must flow into your hands, your words, your actions. The one who is awake learns to express boundless love through simple acts, an encouraging glance to someone who is struggling, a moment of deep listening for someone in pain. Every small gesture of kindness becomes an expression of the vast consciousness that moves through you. 4. The wisdom of simplicity. When you have cultivated profound insight, the most subtle diversion is a feeling of spiritual specialness. But the true measure of awareness is a deep and profound humility. The truly free person has nothing to prove. They become simple, natural, and unassuming, like the earth that supports all life without asking for recognition. Humility protects your clarity by not allowing the ego to rebuild itself in a more refined form. 5. Keeping your compass pointed home. To sustain this state is to keep the quiet flame of longing for the source alive. When your heart remains oriented towards this great presence, every challenge becomes another opportunity for growth. A simple prayer, a quiet intention in the mornings. May I remember what is real. May my life be an expression of this connection. By keeping the source at the center of your life, the clarity you have worked to attain will not be lost. A soul who awakens no longer lives solely for itself. The light that is uncovered becomes a natural overflow, a silent offering to all other souls who are finding their way. You become a simple instrument. Ancient masters compared such a soul to a hollow reed, allowing the music of the universe to flow through it. Your life's purpose is no longer driven by personal ambition, but by the quiet impulse of life itself to heal, to love, and to awaken. Your presence itself becomes a silent invitation. You do not need to announce your state. When you are still, others feel peace. When you speak, your words resonate with a simple truth. The most powerful way to serve humanity is to embody this state of peace. You see the source in the eyes of the person in front of you. You see the pain of others as part of a shared human journey. A great teacher once said, "Do not seek your own liberation alone. By helping another soul find its footing, you anchor your own." If you have listened this far, and if these words resonate as truth in your own heart, then understand your journey has a beautiful purpose. It is a purpose to plant seeds of awareness in your daily interactions. It is a purpose to live as a quiet example of peace, so that others may see it is possible. It is a purpose to reach out your hand and help another on the path. This path of awareness is a daily choice, a continuous unfolding. To support you on your way and to continue receiving this guidance, I invite you to subscribe and become part of this community. Let it be a quiet promise to yourself to continue this beautiful inner work.